What's good, everybody? Welcome into a very special episode of Coach and Company. If you watched the morning show on Tuesday, March 18th, we announced an incredible new partnership that's going to change the way you play at home and how we do things here on the show. Let's welcome in now the man who runs it all at ProphetX, Jake Benzaquen. First of all, Jake, we're thrilled to be in partnership with you. I want to start because I want to jump right in because the audience was thrilled today as we got this thing started. How, when, what is ProphetX?
Perfect. Happy to be here, Coach. Thanks for having me. Very excited about what we're going to do together. For everyone that's not aware, ProphetX is a peer-to-peer exchange. So if you're, a sports fan, if you're looking to get some action in the game, then I highly recommend you check out ProphetX. You're going to be playing against other people rather than against sportsbooks. So it levels the playing field a bit. You're playing against other real fans. You're able to request your own odds. It's really just a free marketplace where you can go in and try and get better odds against other people rather than any type of sports book. We're available in 40 plus states. Highly encourage you to check it out. Save yourself some money. Request some better odds.
If you watch the show, you can use our promo code COACH and go in and check out everything. I think when I first met you guys and we were kind of seeing what ProphetX was, I was like, this is the future. This is what all of us as sports bettors have been wanting, is a place to go and find literally anything on the board that people want to bet with. What kinds of things can they play with at ProphetX?
Yeah, so you've obviously got your traditional stuff going down, money lines, spreads, totals would definitely be our most popular stuff. I think the coolest thing that we're offering right now, specifically, as I shift my eyes over to my second screen here, is the ability to bet no on things. So at a sports book, they mostly give you yes prices, right? Will someone score a touchdown? Yes, but you don't get the no option. Will a team win the national championship? Yes, you don't get the no option. On ProphetX, everything's a two-sided market. So you actually can bet Duke not to make the Final Four, Duke not to win it all, a player not to score a touchdown. So because, again, it's an all peer-to-peer marketplace, you have to have two sides to everything, which gives people just really freedom and transparency into what they're betting or playing, because you really, a lot of the times on a sports book, if you only see one price, you don't know what the other side is. So betting no, especially as March Madness comes up, teams not to make the Final Four, teams not to make the Sweet 16, Duke not to win it all, for all you Duke haters out there, those are some unique value props.
It's really interesting because I think that's what a person who plays all kinds of different markets, it's almost like you guys have seen what the public wants, what they will lean into, and you've embraced that. But to be very, very clear to the novice person, because my mind is still wrapping my head around this, there has to be plays on both sides. So there could be a time where somebody could play something and may not get something on the other side, correct?
Yeah, correct. So a simple example of that is, I'll stick with the Duke to make the Final Four example. They're about minus 120 on the sports books.
Mm-hmm.
Coach, you could come up to me, you could say, Jake, I don't think Duke's going to make the Final Four. You could go in and you could take, there's, a price available at, call it minus 110, them not to make the Final Four. Let's say you don't want minus 110. Let's say you want plus 110. You
Okay.
can go in, you can actually change the price, put in plus 110. And then that means that someone has to make a play on Duke to make the Final Four at minus 110. So you've got no at plus 110 with Coach, and then yes, minus 110 with any other random individual that would be on the platform. Does that
So
hash it out a little bit more?
yeah, 100%. And I think as I learn more about it, and people who are watching this video, the biggest issue when you play a lot or you play every day or a few days a week is the juice. And this is a way to get the juice that you want, and somebody on the other side matches the opposite juice. So this is really a way to control the juice. And in a lot of instances, I've noticed on ProphetX, you can get stuff for a cent, 2 cents, 3 cents, when in other places you're talking 10, 15, 20 cents. Is that right?
Yeah, correct. So back to, we gave the kind of more niche Duke Final Four example, but even just on, if you're taking a spread, most of our spreads are around, plus 100, minus 102, minus 104, rather than the traditional minus 110s that are being dealt by the sports books, or some places even dealing worse out there, minus 115s, minus 120s. So I guarantee you'll get the best money line prices, best spread prices, absolutely. And then obviously there's some of those more unique propositions, such as the no side of some markets.
I'm talking to Jake Benzaquen, the man who runs it all at ProphetX, our brand new partner at Coaching Company, live on the Stadium Network, everywhere you find us, Amazon Prime Video, DirecTV, YouTube TV, Roku TV. You will see ProphetX every single day, all over the show, but also our Prophet Play of the Day. Let's jump into some terms that you guys use a lot that people really need to wrap their heads around. Let's start with, we talk a lot about liquidity and market share. In this space, what does that mean for you guys?
Yeah, liquidity, pretty simple. Pretty simply put, is just how much is available for you to play with. So if there's no open orders or no one's even touched a market, if we just put it up on site, there's zero liquidity, right? However, if coach, you come in, you want to take Duke -1 or +110, I think you wanted, so you play 100 to win 110. That's now open on the platform. So there's 110 of liquidity out there, $110, and that's from you, coach. That's from your own play that put liquidity into the market. Now you kind of compound this interaction, right? Coach has a play, I've got a play, we've got thousands of others that have plays, and all of a sudden, the board is lit up, right? There's a bunch going on. The markets are moving in real time. So you see liquidity, in the tens, even hundreds of thousands. Super Bowl, we had millions. So it really depends on what actual play you're making, what time the play is being made relative to the event time. But liquidity, for those people that are not familiar with financial markets or crypto markets, is really just how much is available at that point in time.
So now tell me, what if nobody plays the opposite side?
We give you your money back.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you have that +110, no one wants to play Duke, and you're the only one that wants to fade. As soon as basically that event starts, or kind of we settle things, we'll just refund your money if no one took the other side.
And so what if a player comes in, I've got Duke that I want to get a +110, and somebody comes in and takes the other side, but they want to play for another 100. That would then add 100 liquidity on that side, so somebody could come in on my side. I could then take the other 100, or somebody else could come and take that 100. Do I have that correct?
Correct. So one of the unique features about the exchange is it's right now it's not social. So coach, you don't know that you'd be playing against me. I don't know that I'd be playing against coach. Now, obviously, if you announce that on YouTube or Twitter or whatever it might be, you might get people trying to come in and either tail or fade you, which is another cool part of the exchange. But your example is absolutely correct. So because we're not social, because we're not what we call one-to-one matching, if you've got your 100 to win 110 up there, coach, I can come in and take $1. I can go get my girlfriend to take $1, my friends to take $1. And essentially you can be matched with, 5, 10, even 100 different other people that want to take you for $1. In your example, if someone wants to come in and play more than you have available, it would just create an open order on the other side. So
Okay.
If you've got your 100 to win 110 and someone wants to bet 550 to win 500 on Duke to make the Final Four, they would essentially take your liquidity, which we just spoke about, or your existing position. You guys would be matched. And then the remaining 400 or whatever it's worth would be open for other people.
So now my mind's going, because we have a thing on Coaching Company on Tuesdays, for example, called the Prize Fight, where we have a guy named Soupy and a guy named Peyton, where they go against each other with 3 different plays. So if we wanted to, we could actually put our guys up on the site ahead of time and have people come in and tail one side or figure that out. But we could really have a lot of fun. So this seems like it's a lot of fun in addition to making money and making sure you're doing smart plays. Yes?
Yeah, totally. So a lot of things that we've done just from like a marketing standpoint are like when Portnoy tweets out his like DraftKings parlays, we'll put those up so you can actually tail Portnoy at a better price because DraftKings is ripping you off, whereas an exchange won't. So you can actually tail Portnoy at a better price. Or you can even fade that and take the no side of his parlay. So that's just one example of ways that we can work with influencers or on the marketing side to try and educate people on how an exchange can work. But yeah, give me advance notice and I'll get your guys tailing and fading each other, and the audience can do so too, for sure.
Oh, man, that's going to be amazing on Coaching Company. And real quick, this is going to be a very popular question. So we have even across the board. And this was also something cool when I found out. The way that you guys make your money is you take from the winning bet, correct? So whoever lays the opposite side, that's just what they're going to lose. It's not added to it. So you get out of the winning bet. Do I have that right?
Yeah, correct. So if you're putting up, let's just call it, I'm betting 100 evens, you're betting 100 evens. We take 3% from the winner. So if you're losing, you're obviously just getting the odds that were shown. And then if you do win, your net odds would just be 3%, including the win.
That's still better than any other sports book out
For
there,
sure.
even when you factor that in. It really is. Let's get into how people play and all the different ways at ProphetX that people can get in. Profit points. What is that?
Yeah, profit points are a completely free to play currency. So because the exchange is new, there's a lot of people out there that want to try it without having some skin in the game, right? So profit points are completely free to play. You can bet 1,000,000 points to win a cajillion points. It's all for fun and entertainment purposes only.
And so the profit money is what they use for, or is profit money something different, or what is that?
Yeah, so profit cash is the more customary currency that you're used to in gaming. It can be redeemed for USD and for real prizes and real dollars, whereas points again solely free to play and solely for fun.
This is fascinating. Have you found? Because I'll be honest with you, I think that in this world of sports betting, as it's grown the last 7 or 8 years, that the traditional sports book kind of peaked because they do what I call the lazy stuff. The bet $5 and we'll give you 200 for new customers. Instead of what you guys do is what I believe everybody should be doing, and it's focused on the players who are actually playing and not trying to find. Obviously, you want new customers, but the way you get people to be active and play is by doing what you're doing. Is that how you become successful? And you guys are just getting started.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think it's really funny to me because people are always looking for the best price, no matter what they do, right? If they're buying a stock or a cryptocurrency, it's pretty. The markets are pretty efficient there, but you're checking around. You want to make sure that you get a good price. Everyone's aware of the fact that getting a good price will obviously help you out, and everyone wants to pay less for more, right? Even if you're going to the grocery store, people shop at Trader Joe's versus Whole Foods versus all the other local chains, and a lot of it's price dependency, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not Whole Foods is really expensive, Trader Joe's is really cheap, and they know that going in. No one applies this logic to sports and sports betting. They just simply, they go on FanDuel, they build a parlay. FanDuel tells them what the price is. They don't even look anywhere else, right? Or at the odds for a team to make the Final Four or to win it all. They just take the price that's given and they don't look around or shop at all. They could go to DraftKings. DraftKings could have a better price. FanDuel's normally got the better price, but DraftKings could a lot of the time. They could go to Caesars and MGM and look at all around every single book's going to have a different parlay price for what they want. But no one's doing that. People are lazy. I'm lazy too. I get it, but it just doesn't apply, I guess, to sports when people are doing it for crypto, finances, even just groceries. And what the exchange allows you to do is actually name your own price. So if you're not happy with the price that's given by other people or by the market that is ProphetX, you can actually go in and request your own. So trying to educate people that just like they value price in everything that they do on a daily basis, they should do it in the sports realm as well.
No doubt about it. And you can do it through coaching company ProphetX. We just started. We're going to be in business for years and years. I can already feel it. So we don't want to keep you too long. Is there anything else that I've forgotten that you want to make sure that our audience that is watching this video today, 6 months from now, a year from now, that they need to know so when they come in, that they're educated and they have a good time and they don't feel overwhelmed?
Yeah, I think I've probably overwhelmed a lot of people just by talking about the requesting and kind of you playing me on the Duke stuff. And what if I have $100 up and someone wants 200 or someone wants $1 of that. So I hope that stuff has resonated a little bit. If you've got any questions, you can reach out to us on Twitter at PlayProfitX, Instagram at PlayProfitX. We're pretty responsive on our socials, especially to people that have questions about the platform or that are interested or learning more. So I would say one, I'll direct you there. Secondly, I would just say for all you California, Florida, Texas, Georgia folks, we are in 40 plus states, including those states. So for those of you that don't have a regulated gaming option, make sure to check out the exchange. We're definitely available in almost every state nationwide, about 80%, a little bit more. So we are a great option for you, not only if you are in a state that has traditional sports betting, but especially a great option for you if you're in a state that is not and you're using offshores or bookies and they're giving you bad odds. I promise we'll do you one better.
I live in California. You said Florida also, correct? You said Florida?
Yep.
I was just in Florida, and it drove me nuts. You can't do anything down there. So now we have ProphetX for everybody. I love it. Also, one thing I want to do is we have a separate podcast called the Coaching Company Podcast. We do every single day. I think what would be cool is surrounding big events, say, the Final Four or, the Super Bowl, whatever it is. We bring you or one of your guys on, and we really focus on all the different plays that you have at ProphetX, because we'll have you on every single day. But I think that'd be really cool to really educate and have fun on the podcast every month or two. So would you be open to that?
Of course, today was fun. I can't imagine the next time won't be more fun now that we're through the low hanging fruit here. But yeah, for sure. I'm always happy to come on. Always happy to talk about all this stuff. I love the exchange. I love sports, in case you couldn't tell, and so do the guys here too. So if it's not me, one of them will be more than happy to do so as well.
To do something and be successful, you got to be passionate about it. We preach that here at Coaching Company all the time. So I think that's why we're a good fit together, because I am excited. I'm pumped. I'm thrilled. This is just day one for us. So whenever you're watching this video, you have any questions, DM Jake on the ProphetX, or you can DM me and I can get a question to Jake and his team. He is Jake Benzaquen. He runs it all at ProphetX. Jake, thank you very much for the education and entertainment. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, Coach.